Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? Good.
I just want to point out one thing. Marine Corps Air Station Beaufort, as identified in the environmental impact statement, was named a suitable location for the F-35. We are stewards of taxpayers' money, and we are responsible for setting up the construction projects that I pointed out, so we'd be ready for operations this year. And that's it. We do not conduct the test, thank goodness. We have an incredible a family of young Marines, mechanics that will assume the responsibilities of taking care of these jets. But what we do at the air station, period, is defend our nation's freedom. And I know there's a million questions out there, and like Jason said, in a couple weeks, when we're able to fully, big maps of the ACUS and everything, and that's the last thing I'll say, and then I'll push on, because I got a couple more slides. We will nail down every single one of these answers. I don't have the new ACUS in front of me. I wouldn't be able to tell you that. I can't lie to you, all right? Or I would be fired, and my family would not like that. Sir?
What is the decibel level on takeoff end of the runway?
According back to the environmental impact statement,
Doesn't say.
it's the very end.
Doesn't say.
It doesn't state
Does
it.
not.
There was no discussion about that.
Well, if I can jump in here.
Please.
Okay, Jason Mann, Community Plans Liaison Officer. We're going to have a lot of really good conversations about this as we roll out the ACUS. As the Joint Land Use Study, the JLUS is getting rolled out by the COG as well, the Low Country Council of Governments.
When?
I'm sorry?
When?
We're going to make an announcement here in the coming weeks as to when the actual rollout date will be. We'll lay everything out. We'll just kind of go over it piece by piece with the public. We're trying to get the venue locked on and the brief prepared and all that. So just stand by for that. We'll get that word out here to you before much longer. So I think that's a conversation that we can go very much in the weeds on that is probably better broached, I think, at the ACUS rollout meeting. If you'll indulge me on that one, please.
How soon is it going to be? I mean, weeks or months?
Weeks.
Jets, right?
Sir?
And we don't know how noisy they are.
We did. Okay, I'm sorry. What do you mean by that?
Well, you can't tell us what kind of noise there is. But you purchase these things, you're building hangars and training people, you're going to rotate pilots routinely, there'll be more flights, but you can't tell us what the noise factor is.
Well, again, we'll cover the noise science, and because again, I say, what do you mean by how noisy it is?
Yeah, it's a pretty simple question.
Well,
How noisy are they?
There's a lot of different metrics of noise. That doesn't sound good, does it?
I want to clarify something really quick. And it's imperative to understand this, because I myself, sir, and you, what he means exactly by that, look at that video. The jet goes up, the jet does, it's called short takeoff, vertical landing. It doesn't have to do short takeoffs, nor does it have to do vertical landings. It has all of those capabilities. The jet can land like this. When the jet lands vertically, it's going to sound a lot different than when it lands normally. When it takes off, short takeoff, sorry, I'm going to mess this all up, so you correct me. With the short takeoff, thrusters are up. It's going to be louder doing short takeoff versus a regular, longer takeoff. So I just want to clarify, that's exactly what it means. When there's different types of noise, I know we all laugh, but it's not a funny statement. The thing that's funny is there is a lot of different types of noise. The jet takes off like this, but also takes off like that, and it's going to sound completely different. So it's not an easy answer.
Yeah, but my point is, we spent billions on this jet,
We did.
and I can't believe you can't share the noise with us.
We will.
But this has been dancing around for a long time. This is a very simple question. What's it going to sound like?
Okay,
Jason, you want to say?
Okay, and again, that's why I said, if you don't mind, please indulge me. We'll cover this in depth at the ACUS meeting, and I'll leave it with a statement. The one is that we did have the best available data. There's a lot of empirical data that's out there that's in the EIS, and we'll cover it in depth and help peel back the onion on what that noise means. I know that it depends is a terrible answer. Unfortunately, it's not as one because the question is, how loud is your car? Well, I don't know, is it idle, are you speeding up, are you hitting the brakes, are you honking your horn? Your car does a lot of different things. This jet does a lot of different things that 3 jets currently do, and a lot of different capacities, because we're going to have an operational squadron on deck, training to go out to war perhaps, out of deployments, peacekeeping, and we're also going to have a training squadron. So what we're doing is 3 different aircraft profiles, missions, whatever you want to call them, with one. So the jet's going to sound differently, so it's doing different things in different quantities. So again, if you'll indulge me on that, I'd like to table a lot of those questions for the ACUs rollout.
Sorry, just one question. Are all these types of operations, is the noise data from these various operations, vertical landing, short field takeoffs, normal takeoffs, are they all taken into account with the production of the new ACU zone?
Again, we've got a thorough set of.
Yes, the
Yes.
answer is yes.
Okay.